What is up, guys? Rick Kackis here. Thank you so much for stopping by, and today we've got some brand spanking new Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, unveiling official information. And so, let's get started. Now, first things first, of course, the massive thing to happen this week was not only the launch of Season of Arrivals, but also the absolutely massive reveal for Season of Arrivals and the fall expansion and the fall expansion after that and the fall expansion after that. So we're going to recap some of the main points of those reveals and also supplement them with some additional information. So what all happened? Well, the main thing was the unveiling of Destiny 2 Beyond Light. That is the upcoming fall expansion launching on September 22nd, 2020. The brand new location is Europa, an icy moon of Jupiter. In the reveal trailer, we see the Drifter and Eris, and actually the return of the Exo Stranger, all talking and confronting a pyramid ship. Now, some additional information, you see a really weird kind of thing flying around the Exo Stranger. It was actually confirmed that this is not a ghost. So that opens the door to potentially like pets or something coming into Destiny 2. That could be very interesting. But also, with the Exo Stranger, of course, we have some weaponry associated with her. Well, it's also been confirmed that because of pre-orders now available, that the No Time to Explain, which was an exotic pulse rifle from Destiny 1, is returning in this new fall expansion, and it's available as a pre-order bonus. Now, the other absolutely key thing within this expansion, and frankly the biggest feature of this expansion in my opinion, is the addition of new subclasses, darkness-themed subclasses. Although it's not technically darkness, it's actually a brand new element called Stasis. And we can see a little bit of gameplay right here. It looks like it's kind of ice-themed. However, it's not just, hey, we added Stasis subclasses, there you go. Which already that by itself is a huge deal. Remember, not only are those probably encompassing multiple different supers within a subclass, or at least multiple different attunements, but also new grenades, new melees, all of that stuff. But Bungie also said that Stasis is actually just a straight up new element being incorporated into weaponry as well. So, starting with the fall expansion, you'll be able to get guns with Stasis instead of Solar, instead of Arc, as an element. Does that mean we're going to see new Stasis shields that pop up on enemies? That's entirely possible. Or will Stasis have some different effects? You can somewhat see it within the gameplay trailer, freezing enemies, or at least apparently freezing enemies, so it could have a brand new effect that is not necessarily involved with just popping shields. But moving on from there, something that was mentioned in the reveal but explained in much further detail in a supplementary article that came out is the idea of vaulted content and how the game is drastically changing starting with the fall expansion. Because I'm just going to show you guys right here, this is what the brand new Destiny directory or in-game destinations menu is going to look like with the fall expansion. So when you log on and you buy Destiny 2 Beyond Light, or even if you don't buy it, this is what it's going to look like. And you can see it's really cleaned up. We have Europa, Nessus, the Moon, and of course the Tangled Shore and the Dreaming City, and the EDZ that's broken into two parts now. If you look on the left, we have the traditional EDZ, we have the little Shard of the Traveler shape, but on the right, we have the Cosmodrome, an area returning from Destiny 1. But guys, that's it. Io, Titan, and more gone. So what exactly is happening here? Well, the article details the introduction of the Destiny Content Vault, and essentially they're gonna have to, because of size limitations, both literal and figuratively, they're gonna have to start, when they introduce new stuff, things are gonna go away. But this also means that the stuff that goes away, it's not lost forever, and that they are going to be bringing back consistently stuff from Destiny's past, like the best hits from the Destiny franchise. And we see that with the Cosmodrome edition. Not only is Cosmodrome as an area coming back, but the strikes associated with it, the Devil's Lair and Fallen Saber, are returning as well, and hopefully they'll come with exclusive Nightfall loot too. Not only that, but Bungie also confirmed that Destiny 1's first raid, the Vault of Glass, was returning in Year 4. So they're bringing back in this Destiny content vault not just areas, but old school raids as well. Now, that's really exciting because that would indicate if Vault of Glass is returning, of course, its loot, along with the very fabled exotic Vex Mythoclast, would be returning as well, hopefully with random rolls, for the legendaries, not the Mythoclast. Which matters quite a bit because the Vault of Glass loot table was amongst the most powerful weapons ever introduced into Destiny. So that's really exciting, especially the Mythoclast, but once we get it back, what are other YouTubers gonna clickbait? I mean, anyways, in addition to that stuff, not only was the next Beyond Lightfall expansion revealed, but 2 more fall expansions are also revealed. In 2021, the fall expansion is going to be the Witch Queen, and this appears to be based around Savathun, who is the, I think, sister of Oryx. I'm probably getting that wrong, but definitely related to the Taken King and all of that stuff. They're one big happy family, guys, and they do not like us. Anyways, after that, we have in 2022, Destiny 2 Lightfall. Now that is a working title, so that may change later down the line, but it appears to be that this is like the trilogy of the darkness invading. We have Beyond Light, where the darkness is first showing up, and we're going to get these darkness subclasses. We have the Witch Queen, which is kind of like the last major player of the Hive, and a powerful servant of darkness. And then with Lightfall, that appears to be the actual proper invasion of the darkness. I mean, looking at the poster here, you can see that's actually the Traveler, that circular object that's behind the massive pyramid ship. So they get all the way to the Traveler. Are we gonna fight through the last city? Will the area in Lightfall be the last city and it's the last ditch effort to save everything? That would be really sweet. Now, something else kind of important that came out but was lost in all of this craziness and a lot of people haven't seen is the new seasonal calendar for Season of Arrivals. Well, here it is. Of course, we have the launch, we have the dungeon that launched later on that same day, and then we have that interference weekly quest, and that interference mission seems to be a bigger part of this season than I originally thought. People are discovering new areas within this, so it looks like every single week it's going to be a slightly different quest kind of going through those areas on IO. And then the next kind of thing we have is July 7th to September 22nd, so that's a big stretch of time, but that's going to be the Moments of Triumph. So triumph and show off your rewards. Every year we have the opportunity for people to go and get all of these triumphs and challenges and so on and earn exclusive seals and rewards. But another thing happening, August 11th to September 8th, it is Solstice of Heroes, a free event for all players. And this is always where we get that exclusive legendary armor set and we're able to level that up and increase that and complete it and masterwork it. So that is coming back as well, but that's kind of it. So Bungie is being a lot more secretive this season. We know for an absolute fact there's some exotic quests, specifically the exotic trace rifle is part of an exotic quest, but that's not on this calendar, so we're going to be surprised by it at some point during this season. In any event, guys, that is kind of all of the huge, big, noteworthy things that came out with that reveal, but let's talk about some brand new stuff that was revealed only today in the weekly update. So, firstly, matchmaking. There is some massive, absolutely massive changes, guys, because skill-based matchmaking is being removed from all playlists except elimination, survival, and survival freelance. And trials, of course, will continue to be card-based matchmaking. So there's a lot of positives to that, which is, number one, the vast majority of players are going to notice PvP getting a lot less sweaty. It's going to throw random people in there, which statistically means you're going to have good players, average players, and bad players, but the majority are just going to be average players, right? So you're going to be able to have much more dynamic games where you stomp, games where you get stomped, and everything in between, rather than consistent sweat fests if you're even slightly above average like it kind of was before. The downside, of course, for lower skilled players is that they may fall victim to the higher skilled players. Maybe there's a protected bracket of matchmaking, which is something that Call of Duty actually does, matches the absolute worst of the worst. Well, that's kind of mean to say, but it's true. The lowest skilled players with each other, and then once they break out of that bracket, they're thrown into the larger matchmaking algorithm. So maybe something like that is in the background, but Bungie just says it's removed. So we'll have to take them at their word. Another huge benefit is queue times. Did you queue for 10 minutes before finding a match? Well, that's not going to be the case. It's going to throw you in there a lot quicker because it's not trying to find players of equal skill. Another huge advantage, connection. If you've noticed that the Crucible can be laggy, this should help it out a ton, because now the only parameter it's trying to find when it's matchmaking is people that have a similar connection that makes your connection in that PvP game good, rather than pairing you with people across the world just because they're similar skill. And it absolutely did do that before. So in my opinion, the positives are absolutely massive. The one main negative is, again, that lower skilled players could really not enjoy this matchmaking, and that's a huge downside because those encompass a lot of the casual players. They make up a big portion of the community, and you don't want them to get absolutely rolled every single game. You need to provide some sort of environment where they can actually improve. But to be honest, we're just going to have to see how these changes play out and, play some PvP. If you didn't like PvP before, this could be one of the main factors that will improve your enjoyment of that mode. So again, check it out. And lastly, there is some bangin' hoodies available right now at the Bungie store. Guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed, found this informative, and if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at @RickKackis. That's linked in the description down below. Again, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.